Hello and welcome to the June edition of Pork Talk. Pig prices have been edging upwards for several weeks now, and it looks like we may be seeing some tightening of supply following the difficult winter conditions. Some seasonal uplift in domestic demand may also be anticipated, especially if the recent barbecue weather returns. However, international market conditions will also be key to how prices develop over the summer months. Around 30% of UK pig meat production is exported, and we also import approximately 60% of our domestic consumption from the EU, which of course in turn trades extensively on the wider global marketplace. So, this month, I'm going to focus on the challenges facing international pork trade this year. Record pork supplies are anticipated on the world market in 2018, according to the latest USDA forecasts. The major exporting countries, the US, EU and Canada, are all expected to see production growth this year, and so will be looking to increase their export volumes. International import demand, on the other hand, looks to be somewhat mixed. Some growth markets have been identified, including Latin America, where pork consumption has been increasing rapidly. This may help absorb Brazilian and US supplies, with both countries recently seeing disruption in trade with their usual partners. Strong domestic demand in the US is also expected to continue, which should help account for at least some of its increasing production levels. Nonetheless, rebounding Chinese pork production is limiting import demand from this key destination, with pork and pig offal import volumes falling around 10% year on year in the first quarter of 2018. Despite positive forecasts, Japanese pig meat imports have also had a slower start to the year, and there are concerns expanding domestic production could start to impact import demand from South Korea and the US as the year progresses. Russia has also further restricted its imports, with Brazilian pork, which accounted for 90% of shipments last year, now banned alongside most other suppliers. With this in mind, it seems likely that global production gains will outstrip demand levels this year. This will mean competition for market share between the top exporters is likely to be fierce. Global market prices can therefore be expected to be lower than in 2017. The impacts of this can already be seen on the EU market. Product has struggled to compete internationally so far this year, with pork exports falling 3% on the year in the first quarter. As production has been higher, but domestic demand has struggled to absorb the additional volumes, pig prices were over 10 cents below 2017 across the same period. So far it seems the UK specifically has been less affected, with pig meat and offal exports up 6% in quarter one and imports falling. However, if the overall EU market continues to face difficulties, this could ultimately make prospects for the UK industry more challenging. For more up-to-date information about the UK, EU and global pig market situation, please visit the Prices and Stats section of the AHDB Pork website via the link below.